Good evening, guys. Ken at Tortoise Capital Nightly Strategy Podcast for August 1st, 2024. So the headlines, Dow closes nearly 500 points lower. Recession fears begin to awaken. On a day when the Dow moves 500 points, especially to the downside, that should be your best day in the market ever. At one point, it was down 750 points. Um, the way we trade, that should be your best day in the market. And that's a emotional support function of the way we trade. Is it on the outrageous moves, we get pulled along right into it with no worries. Let's go. Sniper trades of the day. Oh, I just got an alert from Constantine, our prop trader. He had his first $100,000 profit month in July. So we're pretty happy for him. He's using sniper trading, absolutely vanilla basic rules on one pair that he is expert in, gold dollar pairs on 5-minute charts. And he had his first $100,000 month. So we're pretty happy about that. I've asked him to put together a little report. But if you watch what Brian's doing every night, that's kind of what Constantine's doing every day. So diligence is rewarded. Alrighty, so we have, let's see, which one is this? Trying to remember. I think we're on EW's. Is that Brazil? Stand by. Oh, Intel. That's right. Yeah. So Intel was one of our focus stocks. It's the laggard in the semiconductor space. Market was poised for big breakdown when tech started breaking down and Intel was worse. This was an automatic focus stock. So this is Intel. And this is just using the 10-minute, nothing fancy. Here's yesterday's close. Here was the opening. Here was the close of that 10-minute bar. So that, and this creates the OR10, the opening range 10. We'd like to go long if it breaks out, and we like to go short if it breaks. It broke. So we follow the rules, which means you follow price. That's a simple rule. Standard risk box, adding a position at 1R because tech was terrible, adding a position at 2R, adding a position at 3R, cashing the position after the RL10 reverses. We take the skin of the dragon exit in the usual way. And the first position earns 1, 2, 3, 4. Second position earns 1, 2, 3. Third position earns 1, 2. Fourth position earns 1. So that's 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that's what 10R looks like. Right by the numbers. Next one. This is DIA on 10 minutes. Again, this is a vanilla trade. DIA, 10 minutes. This is yesterday's close. Here was a gap up for the OR10, and then it broke down. So we're short in the usual way. To our battle drill, and it broke below the 3-day and 5-day anchored VWAP. Third position, because why not? Standard exit at the skin of the dragon. First position earns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second position earns 3. Last position earns 1. That is also a 10R trade in the Dow Jones Industrials, trading like a young tech stock. Caught a 2 re-entry for an additional R for 11. So that's 21R on those two. And just about any of the normal symbols we trade did the same thing. It was all there for the taking. All right. In campfire, here we go. Yeah. So yeah, there's Constantine's note. Hey, let you know he had his first 100K month trading the sniper system. So we'll take that. Here's a note from Luke. I had a coaching session with him last night. We made some changes in his auto trader robot, which fixed it. And he set it and ran it, and it scored 3.7, stop and reverse, 2.2, quick loss, and then 10.6 for a net of 12.7 R plus. You gotta add that chunk in there too. So we're working on analyzing the maximum favorable excursion in order to be able to add second positions like here, 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 and here. He could have had 5 positions on that, and then instead of 10, he might have had 20. So that's a good problem to have, and we're working on it. He's auto framing and auto trading that with the robot so that he doesn't even have to watch it. And that's a trade on the Nikkei. So just trading a very broad index, no worries. Brian scores 1.5 on the pound dollar on 5 minutes. Quick loss, quick gain. Doesn't get the kata 2 or the kata 2 or the collapsing dragon and the kata 2. So there's a reason why that you might want to have the auto framer and the auto trader with Luke. I'm pushing him hard to get that into to get the code finished so that we can start teaching that in September. We'll see. You're going to want to trade that. That course is coming at a premium. So just brace yourself. Here's Lou. Good job, sir. He gets initially a -1, stops and reverses for plus 2.3. Scratch on the third one, micro loss, micro a gain, and then a nice gain, and nets 4.1. And he's trading international paper on 3 minutes. I love international paper. I mean, geez, what's not to love? Good job, Lou. Oh, there were some other folks just added in the last minute. Chi Weng. Yeah, he's been hesitating on the short positions. So let's see what we got here. We've been trying to work through that. So some of that psychological work, hold your nose and short it. It breaks down below the low of the day, so he gets short, crushes it for 4. This was one of the leading losers, which is why he's in it. XLI, the industrials. Hey, when XLI is one of the big time losers, it's going to be that kind of a day. In metals and mining, he picks up 3 for a running total of 7.1. Self-explanatory. Look how nice and clean that chart is, people. And then 3.3 on IWM, right by the numbers. And that's not even optimized. Because if you look at the PSAR flip and the breaking of the Bollinger Band mean and the breaking of the collapsing dragon, that's another 2R without much effort, which could have been 6R on all 3 trades. But that's really well done, sir. I am proud of you on that one. Guys are making it easy for me to sleep at night. We'll shift to the daily report now. In the 150-day look back, we've had now from the all-time high a breakdown this far. There's your 150-day anchored VWAP. Here's your 30-day low. We're right near that. So all of that pain and suffering, almost to 8% loss. So that's prime time for a rebound or a big collapse. And the big collapse would be the least surprising posture for tomorrow, given a 500-point drop in the Dow led by the industrials. So choose your trade wisely. This is 30-minute sniper. Excuse me. Let me get the daily. Yeah, so where are we on the daily? So um, closed right here and extremely wide. The daily range was as large as the 5 and the 10-day range, and it was 60% of the 30-day range. That's how decisive today was. A range stat move of a day. Poised at a critical state for maximum tactical trading opportunities tomorrow. I'll tell you what. Tomorrow's prime time. Bullish volatile, weakness in all the short-term indicators, volatility rising dramatically for abnormal risk-off conditions. We're already beyond Z1. A couple buy on dip opportunities. So I'm not immune to the idea of a short-term tactical trade, but I'm not holding anything long over this weekend. Mostly weakness in the Dow. There was some strength in JP Morgan and Coke, or Coke and McDonald's, I should say. Weakness everywhere else, including Intel, which just got murdered. Let's see. In the ETFs, weakness in agriculture, Latin America, clean energy, uranium, but some strength in treasuries and real estate, the alternate defensive plays. The range was so large that there's not many on the auto framer. Got a couple squeezes though. Tesla and ExxonMobil and XLE Energy really come to mind. Winter beginning to dominate. Um, the usual suspects remain excellent for short-term trading value. No real changes in there. And the weakness becoming apparent here. We're riding the lower edge of the river, and the RL30 Z-score slope is dropping like a rock. And the 10, if it rolls over here, that's going to lead to catastrophic selling, and that's going to pull all the confidence in the market south. So let's be ready for the rocket sled tomorrow. It's going to be hopping. Take good care, fellas. We shall see you tomorrow.